When food and life meet, me, Vanessa Pozzobon.
Hello everybody, we are at a bar today. I think it's my first bar set.
Really?
Yeah, very exciting. I know cool people. Okay everybody, welcome back to another episode of When Food and Life Meet. Vanessa Pozzobon.
Hello. Pozzobon.
Okay, some of you may know her, maybe some of you don't, but today you're gonna really get to know Vanessa today. She's so excited. She's having a michelada, she's so excited.
Yes.
Vanessa is well known here in Orange County in downtown Santa Ana. She owns this bar. It's called Mission Bar here in downtown Santa Ana.
Yes.
And you own some other businesses. Today it's very exciting to get to know who you are because she's a dreamer and she's making stuff happen, which I'm always in awe of that.
Thank you.
So thank you for letting us into your home. We're also enjoying one of our other businesses. We're enjoying some coffee.
Yeah, this one is the Buñuelo shaken espresso from Corazon and our cinnamon pull apart.
Ooh. Shall we pull it apart?
Yeah, you want some?
Shall we pull it apart?
Super yummy.
I'll take a piece.
Have a piece.
Cheers. Cheers. So I always like to start off with a really deep question.
Okay.
You ready? She's like, maybe have another sip?
Yeah.
So we are going to talk about a lot of different things today, but I always like to start with you. Who is Vanessa? Who are you? When you see yourself in the mirror, who do you see?
I see myself as a hardworking, super caring person. I find myself that I tend to care a lot about people. Always there to give somebody a hand. Always striving to see what's the next thing that I can do and keeping myself busy. I really want this year to try to travel. That's something I really love to do.
Yeah.
And get back into a lot of hobbies. I used to like to do a lot of arts and stuff.
Yes.
So trying to do that,
yeah.
It's always striving to make the businesses better.
Yeah, you definitely have a very nurturing, motherly, taking care of people, and I'm sure that's helped you in your career and your life. So let's talk real quick about food, because we are eating food, and we always start with the food because why not? It brings people together, and this food here is from Corazon Coffee, which is here in downtown Santa Ana.
Yes.
So you want to share anything about
So
if they're
we're
looking for
just
coffee?
down Main Street between 8th and 9th.
Okay.
And we've been there about little over a year now. We started the business here inside of this bar. Jessica Hurtado wanted to open a coffee shop, asked me to help her out, and we decided to start it off in here. We weren't open during the day, so it was a perfect setting to start the business until finally we got the brick and mortar last year. Last year.
Yeah.
It's a process, but it's there and it's striving, so it's good.
Exciting. Yeah, their coffee is really good. It's strong, which I like. I can always enjoy a good strong coffee.
Yeah,
and
just follow it on Instagram,
Yeah.
Corazon Coffee Bar.
Yeah, and this is the Buñuelo, right? You said?
Buñuelo shaken.
Okay,
One
I've
of
never
our
had
newer
this.
ones. Yeah.
Oh, one of our newer ones. Okay, I haven't had it yet, so let me try it.
It was going to be a specialty drink she had put on the menu, and then she decided to keep it because it was so popular.
Ooh. It's just the right amount of sweet. But yeah, this is when it's an horchata or whatever, it's super, it's too sweet.
No, all
Still
the
gotta be
drinks there are
coffee.
very well balanced.
Yeah, well balanced. That's a good call. So food, are you would you consider yourself a foodie?
I mean, I've been in this industry for a long time from just working for people. My restaurant, or just working in the food industry, started. My dad had opened a restaurant with a friend when I was 16. And I helped him run and manage that on his part of the side of the business. We started that in Marietta I think I was 16 or 17.
Okay.
And then they opened second location in Corona, and I was the one helping my dad operate that one while I worked a day job as well.
Gosh. She's
I've always worked
I was gonna
2 or
say,
3 jobs.
Dang, girl. What kind of food was it, the restaurant?
So it was kind of like one of those mom and pop diner, farmer boy style. It was breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, we had all the breakfast burritos and then the hamburgers. And then at night there was steak and stuff. But yeah, a lot of good food.
So imagine it's right now today, Vanessa, it's you go home at some point after work. I was gonna say I don't know what time you're coming home, but you're craving something. You're just I need to eat this. What's your crave? What's your go-to?
Oh man, I crave so many things.
You could have a
list. I love trying so many different things. If I'm I love Italian food. I love sushi.
Okay.
I love seafood.
I can't get into seafood, dude.
You can't?
No.
I don't eat meat.
Oh,
so for a long time, I didn't eat seafood either, and then I started introducing that. Yeah, it's been 18 years since
Oh
I've
my
eaten
gosh.
meat.
And you don't miss it.
No, now like there's so many vegan options, like for
That's
meat
true.
options that you can pick. Like to me, sometimes I eat them and I'm like, are you sure you gave me the vegan option?
No, because Anna was a vegetarian for a couple years, but then she took a trip to Mexico and she was like, oh, I couldn't.
I know my dad does the Argentinian barbecue and always tries to give me things, and I'm like, I'm okay, Dad.
Good for
like,
you.
Smells
Yeah.
good. I don't need it.
Good for you.
I did it for the animals, so
yeah.
it wasn't
for
like
sure.
a health choice. It was just for that, and I think they thought I would last no more than 6 months, and I'm
You
like,
are
it's
18 years
18
later.
or 19 years, yeah.
So it's like your go-to thing that you cook then when it comes to like seafood?
Seafood, I like to cook fish, like fresh fish that you get in the market, salmon. My favorite seafood is crab legs.
Yeah, I've never had that.
Oh my God, they're so good.
I'm finally at that age where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna start eating more seafood. So I've heard crab legs are pretty.
I ate shrimp for like a long time, and the last few times I got red, and so I haven't tried eating it again. I want to go get an allergy test. But
really?
Because I'm like, oh my God, I miss
shrimp.
it. I like it too.
Shrimp I will eat actually. Yeah.
Crab is very good.
Oh, what does it taste like? What does it?
I don't even know what to explain that it tastes like. But
I know it's
then
buttery.
you dip it in the butter.
I'm like, I know there's butter. I'm like, I can get with butter.
It's even if you get it chilled, you can do like the cocktail sauce or the horseradish. But I don't know. It's always been one of my favorite things.
I know this sounds so like
it's not cheap, so it's like
it's not cheap, huh? I know. I gotta go. I better go prepare to eat the whole thing.
My guilty pleasure.
It's like such a small goal, but something I want to do this summer is prepare my own ceviche.
Oh.
Do you make ceviche?
I haven't, and my mom's Peruvian. We do a different style of
they do.
ceviche.
I've seen that one, yeah.
But I never got into ceviche.
No?
I'm not I like warm seafood better, so it's weird. I like it, and I've tried it.
True.
And I've friends have made it, and it's really good, but I can't have shrimp ceviche anymore, so it has to be fish.
Damn.
But a lot of the Peruvian ones are fish ceviche.
Yes, they are. I've had them. They're very lemony.
Yeah.
And they're good.
They're different.
They're different,
sure.
yeah. But they're still good.
But yeah, you should make it.
I should make it. I know, it's like...
Summer's coming, so it's the best time.
Right?
It's warm
That's what I was
outside,
thinking.
yeah.
Michelada. It's a good segue. This michelada at a bar.
Or a margarita.
A margarita. Okay, so this woman right here owns 2 bars. 2 bars.
2 bars now, yeah.
Okay, which bars are they so they all know?
So here in Mission Bar, I've had it we've been here 7.5 years now.
Wow.
And then a year and a half ago, a little over a year and a half ago, a friend messaged me that he heard a bar in Tustin was maybe wanting to be, they were ready to sell. Wasn't on the market, but his friend came to him for him to buy it, and he said he was in no position, but he knew the right person, and he called me. And so we contacted the owners, and I started going in there to check it out because I had never been there prior.
You're scoping it out. You're
but I'm that seems cool. Kind of the same divey vibe as here.
Yeah.
Pool that one has 5 pool tables. Here we have 2.
Bigger.
Yeah,
space,
so a bigger space, and that one is full liquor.
Oh.
So went in, and it worked out, and we purchased that one last January.
Okay. Did you ever think if you look at 15-year-old Vanessa and you're like, dude, you're gonna own 2 bars? Here you are.
I never thought. I actually was a paralegal by trade, and I was helping my dad run the restaurant as I did my day job. And then I moved to Newport and was working at a law firm out there, and driving to Corona to help with the restaurant after my shifts and at night and on the weekends.
Wow.
And then my dad and I both got too busy, and he decided to sell. I regret it till this day. I thought, when you're 18 or I think I was 20, 21 when we sold it. And at that age, you don't know. You look back now and think. I've ran into people at other bars I've worked at in Costa Mesa area, and they're like, "Didn't you own Kellogg's Burger?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, yeah!"
That's pretty cool. I mean, you can always bring it back because you are a dreamer.
It's a Chipotle now, but.
But maybe you could bring it here to Orange County.
I know, it would be super
That would be
cool.
kind of like a full circle moment, huh?
It's I ate meat when we had that, and I always say to this day, we had the best chicken fingers. Like
Ooh.
I don't even know where we got them. It was so long ago. But I'm like, I used to make chicken finger salads, and I'm like, oh my God, that was like the best. And our burgers were like our Kellogg's burger was like a bacon avocado burger.
Oh, wait, did you have ranch?
Yes.
How
and
was
we
the
made
ranch?
our ranch is like a must.
A must. I was like, I hope she's excited about ranch.
If somebody has bad ranch, I'm like, oh
Right?
man, the whole food is good, but the ranch
It's like it's all bad.
No, we
then,
made it in house too. It was really good.
Do you
I know
serve
that
food
recipe
here?
No, we would do pop-ups. We would have a lot of like vendor pop-ups. We still do them for the first Saturday of the month. For the art walk, we opened the alleyway that we had during COVID.
Oh, cool.
And we have a food pop-up there, but the rules all changed since then for the food pop-ups. We used to have them right in front of the door, right on the outside. I mean, I miss having that, but yeah, there's no space here for a kitchen. I wish to have.
Well, never know.
Bar snacks, you never know.
I'll ask you for that ranch recipe later, by the way. I've always been scared to make my own ranch because I'm like, what if it
super
sucks?
easy
To make good ranch?
Yeah, we even just use the Hidden Valley powder, and then we would
sour cream, or
we would mix stuff.
some other stuff.
Tell you later.
You're like, what? I'm like, yeah, you just tell me later.
But yeah, no, that was what we use. I think all the places that make their own, use a lot of the places, and I can't say all, but they use that powder.
That's a bold statement there, Vanessa.
So I said not all. I'm sure some of you make it yourself. But I'm saying, like, I can tell the ones that use that because it tasted very similar to ours.
Okay, so one of the questions I was dying to ask you was like, people who follow who are entrepreneurs, or maybe people who are, I hope that people who come to me or like come and see Donas Tortas are dreamers, and that they have these desires, these dreams, these bigger than life ideas, and that they're not afraid to pursue them.
Yeah.
For you talked about how you were a paralegal, you were helping your dad with the business. Like with this bar, like when you decided to become an owner, like what kind of walk us through making a decision like that? Because I think it is scary to make big decisions, but how was that process for you?
It was almost kind of like an easy process, to be honest. I mean, it was scary, and I took a risk because I was living in Australia when two of my friends bought this bar. So they bought it first. I came home, I was going through some health and just issues out there that I needed a little break, and I had called and asked, hey, I'm gonna be home. I need a job I want to work while I'm here, because I took 3 months leave of absence from the law firm I was working at. Called my friend, and he said, I was literally back 3 days. I think I landed on the 23rd of December, and on the 26th he called me and it's like, are you busy? And I'm like, oh no, I'm just spending time with my family. And he's like, I have another opportunity. Can you meet me tomorrow in Santa Ana? Okay. And I was like, okay. Santa Ana, sure. Like, what time, I ended up coming, and I came here.
Dang.
And it wasn't open yet. And he had told me, hey, me and my friend bought this bar. Maybe you can help us open this instead. And I said, okay. So then from that day on, I was here every day, helping them set up. And then we did a soft opening on New Year's Eve, and then on the 8th was our grand opening, and I was here every day just working. 4 months in, I went back, because I always planned to go back. I never thought, but I started feeling better within a month. Like I just started feeling better. Like the people that would come in were very warm, like just talking to everybody, like helping, like set something up like this, like try to make something successful, and like being a part of. I've opened lots of restaurants and bars. Like I've been from the beginning to the end of some. And,
some of them in what was it, in Orange County?
Yeah, I opened. I was one of the openers of Mastro's Steakhouse.
Okay, and what else?
Cantina.
Okay.
And Sutra.
Sutra, I was gonna say Sutra. Y'all remember Sutra? I remember Sutra. Oh yeah.
So I worked at all those. Yeah.
So you were ready.
So I know the process, but I had never worked like in full craft beer like this. So I loved craft beer. Like I had known about it a lot. Like I was very into craft beer, so it wasn't that hard to get. But we did a lot of local breweries, so it was like me since I was away so long, like getting to know all the breweries and stuff.
But that was fun? That was fun?
It was fun. Yeah, so 4 months in, I decided, I'm staying.
Whoa.
I called Australia, let them know I was going to come back, but I was going to resign.
Wow.
And I went, packed a bunch of my things, and I came back. And when I came back, They literally tried to fly me back early because I was gone like a week and a half or something.
Wow.
And they're like, we need you to come back early. Like, since they're like, we need you here. And so I was like, it's going to be too much. Like, just wait it through.
Yeah.
When I got back, they literally like, we're going to hand it over to you to run. So I was like running it. And I had never worked on like draft systems. Like if something happened in the back keg room, I'm like, oh my God. It was like, where do I order the beer?
Okay, so this is a great moment. Mira, this moment right here, I feel like a lot of people would have been like, I'm out of here. Like, I can't, it's too much. But like, what was it about? Were you like, no, I'm going to figure it out? Like, what was your mentality?
I figured like the beer, like I learned a lot, like trying to figure it out myself.
Yeah.
Like we had a really good draft tech that you can call and he would like walk me through it and help me like learn it on my own and things. And then obviously I called him, where do I get this? Where do I get that? And then it just became like second nature, you know, as you do it for so long. But it was a lot like just, okay, here you go. Like, and I was like, wait, what? Myself, by myself.
Cool. It's cool though. Like you gave yourself a chance to learn. Like I think sometimes we can be hard on ourselves, and I think as entrepreneurs, it's like you're not gonna know all of it. But I think it's cool that you gave yourself a chance of like, no, let me learn. Let me find the resources and let me see if I can do this. You know?
Yeah. I mean, the bathroom now is like a piece of art, but before I would paint it every month because it would be like little graffiti here, little graffiti there. And I would just go to Home Depot and buy whatever the cheapest color was, like on the shelf that was like returned, and I would paint it whatever color it was. I mean, it's been purple, it's been blue, it's been yellowy cream color. It's been like.
What is it right now? You said it's a work of art now. It's
like fully graffitied. Like the bathroom has its own Instagram. Somebody made an Instagram.
That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. That's pretty neat.
But it's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the beers now. I realize, I'm like, dude, how many beers are there here?
Yeah, we started with 36, and then I added the kegerator like 2 years in, so I added six more lines.
Wow.
Oh, I added 2 on the side too, so I added 8 lines.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll have to come back, Anna and I, and try some beer. We do like ourselves some beer.
Yeah.
What is that bar community like? You mentioned like you immediately started to feel better. Like it sounds like you were like.
Yeah, I was feeling better. I was getting to know everybody in the community. They were super welcoming, which I mean, that made things a lot easier.
Yeah.
I went through my struggles, like when people asked to talk to the owner or the manager. I got ownership about a year or so in. They offered me operating ownership, and I, of course, accepted like very graciously.
Yeah.
I never thought that would have been an opportunity or something that could have happened for me. But you're always working for other people, but to be given that opportunity, I'm super, super grateful. Yeah. But people would, ask for the owner manager, and then they would point to me, and then they would talk to my bartender, who was a guy instead, and I'd be like,
what's that about?
I'm a woman. A woman in a beer bar, it's like.
Wow, that's an interesting perspective. That's true.
You don't see a lot of a lot of people didn't see a lot of women like running bars like this, but but you just push through, and I let him. I'm like, well, I had to talk to him if you want here.
Like, see if he can help you.
I don't need to. If you want to speak to him instead, go ahead. He's not going to be able to give you all the answers I can, but you can try.
I love that. Yeah, you try to see what happens. Yeah, you are like, you have multiple bars. You have the coffee bar. Like,
I think I also told you though, we started the.
What?
I started the 4th business.
Oh yeah, you want to tell everybody the 4th business? Let's do it. Yeah, that's a good segue because I'm like, how? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tell them.
Decided to flip houses with friends. There's four of us girls that we just sold and finished our first flip.
Oh my God, congratulations.
I mean, I've been asking my dad to do this for a long time because he's a general contractor, and I've been telling him, I staged houses for a long time when I had this bar too. My friend had a company and she needed help, and we weren't open in the days, and I would go help her in the day and then come straight here when I'd be like, I gotta go open the bar, and I'd come here, and so I really enjoyed like doing that part of things, and so I had been telling my dad, like, you need to do flips. Like, that's where it is right now. And he's like, wants to retire, He had a lot of jobs. He's like, no. And then,
Did he help you with this flip? Did your dad help you guys?
Not with this flip. He helped build the coffee shop.
Oh,
he
yes,
built the coffee shop. Yeah, he did help me with that. Not this one. This one was already almost finished by the time. He comes and helps like when I need things done. But
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like, Dad. It's always good to have your, list of people to help you.
My dad's not handy at all, so that's like, oh, that's cool. I'm always
like, Dad, I'm going to attempt this myself. How do I do this? Before, I used to get really mad at him because he would be like, leave it to the people who know what they're doing. And I'd be like, I'm going to do it myself. Like, and I would do it myself and send a picture. I did it myself, just so you know. And like now, obviously he knows like not to say stupid things.
Let's talk about your dad.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Because I was asking her, I was like, dude, you have 4 businesses. Like, I was like, what has inspired you or motivated you? And you talked about your dad. So your dad has been...
My dad has always worked really hard from when we were little. Like, he wasn't obviously from here. He came out here.
From where? Where is he from?
He's from Argentina. And he flew out here when he was 18 to work and raise money for a girl who had leukemia on his in his neighborhood.
Wow.
And so he was gonna work. He was sending the money back for that, and then he met my mom, and he stayed. Yeah.
Oh.
And my mom is from Peru, so she was here too. She was born over there, and she came here when she was like 16, so a little before my dad. But so they met here, and I just remember like when I was little, my dad always doing construction work and doing things like that. And then he would even make like these little tables for kids with little 4 chairs, and he would go sell them on the weekends, like on the corner and stuff, and like always be working. And like when I was younger, I never understood, like my dad would like get home from work and just want to sit on the couch and be tired, but on the weekends he would do stuff with us. But like during the week you're like, Dad.
Yeah.
And as I got older, and like now that I'm older and I'm working all the time, I see, I'm like, oh, he just worked so hard. He just needed that like unwinding time. Like, when you're little, you don't understand
that.
But no, he's always worked really hard, and he's always provided like, for us. Always like, I don't think he ever wanted to not be able to give us something. So even if he like killed himself working, he was working super hard. So I think I learned a lot from watching him do it, and it kind of like, you want to make your parents proud.
Yeah.
I mean, my mom worked too. She was a stay-at-home mom. Like, that's hard work too.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I feel like your dad also, like, I feel like it sounds like he showed you it was possible. Because I feel like you do have a vision. The vision and like the dream to think that things are possible, like these businesses. Like, because I think a lot of the things that people who aren't able to make those leaps is like they're afraid of like, what if it's not possible? But do you kind of to stay in a space of like what is possible than being bogged down on the negativity of like, oh, but si no pasa esto.
I mean, everybody's gonna get stuck in a negativity sometimes, right? You're gonna start doubting yourself. Like I doubt, like there's days where I think, am I even doing a good job here? Like I need to do more. I need to do more for like both places.
Yeah.
But it's like, I know deep down I'm like giving my all, and I know everybody has room for improvement. And like you have to just like shoo those negative thoughts about yourself and about like, if you're doing a good job, and like look at it positively.
I don't know if you as an entrepreneur, like, I sometimes, I go online and I like look up like entrepreneur like motivation,
Oh, you do?
Sometimes I do. Because sometimes I get like, I get doubtful and stuff like that. And so I'm like, but I think what also has helped is like talking to people like you, where it's like, there are days that are harder than other days, but.
No, I think I talk through my things like on a one-on-one. Like obviously I told you before, this kind of setting is very nerve-wracking.
Are you having fun though?
Yes.
Yay!
But I do like to always. I'm like an open book, and sometimes people tell me, "Well, that's not always good, Vanessa." And I'm like, "Yeah, but that's how I like release, like and I'm able to work through. Because then you'll get other people's opinions, or like they'll say, "Oh, I see that. Like maybe try this," or they'll give you advice or something that will help you like get out of that mindset, or it's always good to have somebody to talk to and have them help you work through your doubts, because it's a lot of you get into this like doubting yourself, and everybody's looking at you like you're doing such an amazing job, and you're in your mind like, what can I do more? What can I do more? And it's like sometimes you don't have more to give. Like you're giving enough right now. Like you might have more to give tomorrow, but today you've given like what you can give. And I had to learn that in the last couple years, because I would like not be able to go to I would go to parties and leave and come here, you know, it was like somebody call out, I was here, like in the first years of opening, I was here open to close, you know, and those are long hours.
Every day?
Every day for the first couple years, Me and like, I had like 1 or 2 employees at that time. Now I have like 10 to 12. But
Dang. But you had to like, those first few years, I don't know if I'm gonna butcher this quote, but what you were saying earlier, Anna always reminds me of this quote from James Baldwin where he talks about how he's like, this idea of like, you might feel alone. There are times where you feel alone or you feel like you're just going through something that nobody else has. And then you read and then you realize like, oh, like, there's like a bigger world out there, because I think a lot of times as entrepreneurs, like we're in our head or we're in our own space, and it's like if we can just take a break and just be like, okay, what, like you said, like let's go to Vanessa and be like, what do you think, you know, to be able to have that vulnerability with people that
like I have like, you know, I have a good group of friends where, you know, you can go and say, hey, can I, like, I really need to talk, and then, you know, you can go through. I mean, I don't read like online, but I'll see like a lot of Instagram inspirational quotes and things like that like, you know, you read those and you're like, oh, like, okay,
Have a little pep. You're like, okay.
or then you start seeing the funny memes and you forget about your worries. Like but you're like, okay.
Yeah, right? But you said something really important. You know, you're doing your best, you know, and I think that will give you pieces, like you trying everything you can to move forward.
Yeah.
But something that even what you're saying right now, where you're like, I was here every day from start to close, and you mentioned the word, I know it sounds cheesy, but you did say the word dedication. It really struck me when you said that, and I've been talking to Anna about that actually, about how important it is to, like, if there's something you really want, especially as an entrepreneur, as a dreamer, I like to call us dreamers, you know, is like dedication. It's like if you really dedicate your time, and like if this is something you really want, you have to show up for it.
And you have to make sacrifices.
You do.
Because without the sacrifices, there's no you can't dedicate yourself to doing it.
That's true.
So, and like sometimes like your life, you know, you're not going to be able to do all the fun things in that beginning times of, you know, opening a business or making it go afloat. But then you're going to like be striving in the end, and you're going to have what you've worked so hard for, and then you're going to be able to take a step back and have all your employees handle it.
I'm like seeing in your eyes. Okay. Yeah, because it's funny, because we're in a very baby stage of like a lot of like Donas and Tortas and Jaireas, and I'm like, but I know that this is where I want to be, and so I'm gonna hold on, you know, like.
Oh yeah, you have to. Yeah. Even the first year of mission, like there would be like 5 of us in here, you know, like I would have me talking to one person for like 2 hours. They were the only person here, you know, but we just kept going and going, and at little time, you know, those people would come back. Like you gave them so much of your attention, and you made them feel like at home, that they, you know, came back, brought a friend, and then more people came. You give them that same type of treatment. Okay. And you know, they keep coming and coming and coming. But it does take time. Like it was, I'm telling you, it was me and 3 people sometimes by myself, just like fixing the boards or wiping, like people will come, you know, they'll come. Yeah. And then they did, and it's been really good.
So what makes you such a dreamer?
I don't know. I think I've always been a dreamer. I'm the oldest of 4, so I feel like I was always dreaming of what I'm going to do, because I always helped take care of like my family. Like my parents separated when we were young, and I always was there for them, so I didn't have that freedom then, like. And so I always like dreamt. I honestly wanted to go to school for fashion design and interior design.
Ooh.
At that time, like, you know, that was pretty expensive back then, so I didn't. So I went and did the paralegal work. But there are dreams that I haven't accomplished yet that are in this industry. That one day, I think it'll happen.
I think it will happen. If anything, it's almost like you could also bring those elements to your businesses too. Yeah. You know, the ability to do that.
Yeah,
you know?
no. Like having this has like helped me, you know, grow into seeing like other things are possible.
Yeah.
And obviously I owe it to my partners, because it's a very rare occasion where people like will offer somebody ownership to operate their business.
I was gonna say, I'm like, but I also think they saw something in you, right?
I mean, they're very good at, you know, always thanking me and telling me, you know, that they appreciate me being here. So no, it's really nice. I get all shy.
Okay, so are you the type of person that's like every day you just sort of like have these like big ideas, like, and then do you like write them down somewhere? Like, where do you,
I'm
like,
a writer. I have to write things down, like not on the laptop, but like on paper.
Not on the phone.
I have so many like notebooks at home, and then it's like you can't find the one, and you started in another one, and then you're like, no, they're not all together. Like, you know? But I do. I have like notebooks for everything. Like, I always take, like, if I go to a meeting, like I take a little notebook with me.
I love that.
But I do. I like to write. Like,
I've been thinking about this idea of big ideas and being ambitious, and I feel like the big ideas are the most honest ideas, and it's like people are too afraid to do something big because maybe it's never been done before or whatever. But I don't know, for me, I'm like, that makes me even want to do it more.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's fearful, you know, to do stuff like that, to let go of security and do something that is not a for sure, you know. But I feel like if you keep pushing towards it, then most definitely it's going to be successful for sure. And I don't know if you feel this way as you like continue to like pursue the things that interest you and like take those leaps. Like, do you feel that it's helped you get closer to knowing who you are, this process? I think for sure, yeah. I think there's still, I have a lot of learning to do about myself. Like, I think we all do, even as we're older and older.
We'll always be, we
change. So we change what we want, we change our needs, we change everything as we get older. But I think it has learned a lot about, I have learned a lot about myself in this. I learned that, you know, like I said, I never thought I would be here. I went back to law and didn't think I was going to go back into this industry like the way I am now.
Look at you having michelada in her bar. Having michelada in my bar. I'm like, damn.
But yeah, so for sure it's helped. It's helped mold me into what I am now.
Yeah. I feel like part of what keeps me like motivated for like following my own dreams is like, I feel like it's a way of honoring my younger self. Does that resonate with you? Do you feel like there's a part of you that...
I've never actually, to be honest, looked at it like that, but I mean, I think if I sat down and thought about it, I probably would say yes. Yeah, for sure. Like, I was a super shy like kid growing up. I was
really?
I was
I guess I can kind of see you are like...
I was very quiet, very, you know, I wasn't the... I mean, in like school, they used to call me goofy. They thought I was always like trying to make jokes and make people laugh, but I'm like, I look at myself now, I was like, they would call me goofy. I don't even find myself funny. Like,
you're probably the one making jokes with like, it's like, oh, you got to listen like intently because she'll get those jokes out. That kind of, I think it was, I feel like that's the kind of.
So now to see that, like, I mean, I'm doing this, like public speaking or like talking on camera. Like every time I do one of these, I'm like super nervous. I feel sick the day before. I'm like, oh man, is that going on? But then, you know, I'm fine. So it's like I'm working through one of my fears, I guess. Yeah, I don't do well talking like about myself, or especially not like in front of a set.
I mean, I think your story is so like special and unique because like you don't see a lot of, like you said, women who own bars, like women entrepreneurs, you know, Latinas, like, and here you don't just own one business, you own like you're 4. Like that's pretty impressive. I don't know if you ever think about like what you're doing.
I guess I don't, like, you know, when you're in it, you're not like thinking about like, oh, look at all that like that I have and I've done. Like you don't ever like stop to like.
So we're stopping right now, Vanessa.
Stop to praise yourself
right now.
And tell yourself you're doing such a good job. You know, like we don't ever like you get in such a routine that you don't, and sometimes that's where you get into the root of, am I doing a good job? Am I doing this? And you're doubting yourself. And but no, like if I stopped and really thought about it, I know like I'm very proud of myself for like all I've accomplished. Like I mean, I left like, you know, a relationship and a really good job in Australia when I was out there to take a chance on this. And it was for sure the best thing I could have done for myself. So
well, this is a good segue to talk about mental health then. Because I think a lot of the times, unfortunately, capitalism and all that stuff tells you like what happiness should look like. Yeah. But that's why I mentioned, like, I think like you like pursuing these things that you want are making you happy, because I think it's a part of who you are. Like you're a dreamer, but you don't stand still. You're like, no, I'm gonna figure out a way to make this happen.
Go. What's next? What's next?
Because you believe in these ideas, and it's like by virtue of just like knowing you and seeing what you're doing, like it inspires me. Like I'm telling you, that day when you're talking about dedication, it really struck a chord with me because I'm just like, damn, like you're doing the things and like you're dedicated and things are happening for you. And I hope people hear that when like if they're struggling with your business or idea, like just be dedicated and believing in it, and you're doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very
It's
cool.
not always easy though, like you said. You sometimes keep going and keep dreaming, and then you burn out.
Okay, let's talk about that. Okay, this is what's great about this conversation right now, because that's a real thing.
Yeah, burnout is
a real thing.
I mean, I've recently been experiencing the burnout.
Yeah.
So it was last year I experienced it after opening the second bar and then getting the coffee shop, together before I just had Mission Bar. So it was like
a big change.
So last year I would always vent to my partner, like, why I'm so tired, like I have no time for anything, I don't get to go out, like what is going on, like who am I? And I'm like,
it's real. It's real.
And then they would have to remind me, we have 3 businesses now. Like, you just open another bar. You're helping opening the coffee shop.
Oh, and this is before the fourth
Mission.
one.
Yeah, you have Mission. The 4th one was the beginning of this year.
Okay.
But yeah, and I had to stop and be like, oh, you're right. Like, no wonder. Because then I would still be trying to like go out and do stuff, and they would always tell me, you need to rest your body.
Yep.
And I'd be like, rest? Like what
why?
the heck? What is that? What is rest? Like,
what is that?
Going, like doing.
Yeah.
And then I finally was like, I think my body was like, you're done, Vanessa. You need to like sleep some, like get some. But I mean, I'm feeling better now. But I did experience that. I think you got to listen to your body sometimes. Like you got to like, okay, I think it's telling me like, do your work and then go home and like unwind and relax and like don't keep going or don't keep trying to do things. Like I think you're okay right now,
But that's good that you recognize that, because so many of us,
it took a long time.
Yeah, it takes time.
I mean, I don't know if you dealt with that, but like growing
100%.
up, but also like growing up where you feel like, you get depression or you get this feeling of burnt out, like because you can from like school and like, everything you have going on at home and things like that. And my mom used to tell me, you're just tired, like.
Dude, so I would actually tell my mom, like, I don't feel good. That's all I would tell her. Because I was like, I didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't realize it was like depression or, because people think like depression actually is correlated with your gut health too. Like feeling nauseous or feeling like stomach, it has a lot to do with that. So yeah, like growing up, like I would say like, I don't feel good. And she's like, oh, you always don't feel good. And it's like, okay, well, that's unhelpful to me.
My friends used to say, oh, what is it today? Because it was like every day I'd be like, my back hurts, my stomach hurts, my head hurts, like.
Yeah, you couldn't identify.
During my suture days, it was like, I would always be like, oh, here, they're going to ask me, what is it today? And I have something to tell them. It's like, why can't I one day say, nothing, I feel great.
You're like, nothing today. I'm like, oh.
They'd always like, it was always like funny. A running joke, like, okay, what is it today, Vanessa? I hurt my toe, like I stubbed my toe. Like, it was always So growing up, I didn't like understand. I have like these panic attacks, and like anxiety, like where I've had to pull over on the side of the road when I'm driving. I'm like, Mom, I can't believe like I'm stressed. She's like, you're just doing too much. You need to rest. You need to stay home and sleep. Like that's it. I think a lot of what she says does correlate, like because when you're going through a burnout, it's because you're not giving your body enough. I used to tell her, you don't know what you're talking about.
Not getting enough rest. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's a lot of other factors in there, but it is true. Like you have to give your body that rest, and to be able to recuperate to keep going. Because if you keep just burning yourself out and tiring yourself out, you're not going to be able to give yourself 100% to do all the things you want to do and keep dreaming for other things. Like
so, making space for that. I definitely was a workaholic, and therapy really helped me to slow down and understand, like there's a part of me that really can appreciate like what I've been able to achieve with when I put my mind to something, but at the same time I think I forgot about me, like I'm more than just like this, and I think that's still a part of my journey, is like figuring out, because we talked about hobbies earlier.
Oh yeah.
And like Anna tells me that all the time, like, what's your hobby? And I'm like,
your ceramic class?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do the ceramic. I told her that I did ceramics one time, and I was just like not patient enough for it. But
And she did a good job. And
no, that was
painting.
Anna. That was Anna.
And
Anna
you
did ceramics.
And
I
you did
painted.
painted.
I painted.
That's right.
I can draw. I like to draw like cartoons and stuff. But yeah, like how do you navigate like making time for Vanessa? Which
I mean, like I said, I had to learn recently for that because I mean, I like to go out with friends and do things, go to shows. Like I would always do that. So like even if I was tired from working, I would still make time with that. But I had to learn like, hey, you don't have to go to everything. Yeah, you know, like you have to.
Yeah,
especially now, you have to balance it out. But yeah, I still make time for that kind of stuff to be able to. I love to work like you. I was a workaholic. I always had 2 or 3 jobs. I never wanted to be in a position where I said like I can't go do that or I can't travel here with you guys or.
Try to do it
all. I
all.
can't go to dinner because I can't afford it right now, you know? So I always like, okay, I need to get another job. I need to get another job because I wanted to be able to
experience all that,
to do everything that I wanted to do. So I've always just worked. It's always been like a thing, and I've always still gone out and done stuff. But I'm like, okay.
You're like, now,
you got to learn to take a step back sometimes and like, but still go out and do the things you enjoy, but in moderation and with learning how to balance it all. That's like something like I didn't know how to do. I just like did it all without like understanding, okay, you need to balance your life this way. It was like, no, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, you know? And then
it was happening.
Like,
you were able to do it. So you're like,
I mean, I still could do it, but you do. You burn out and you get tired, and then there starts the mental health. Like you start
the burnout
going through the
anxiety, depression for some.
Yeah, just because your body is like on like overcharge. Like you need to take a step back sometimes.
Yeah. There was a part of me that was like, I had to get through it where it was like, I was kind of like, did I do the wrong thing? Like, was it, but then I think I'm in the process of like forgiving myself of trying, like of getting myself to a point of burnout, you know, like, and understanding like I did the best I could at the time, but now I know better and I'm working towards figuring out like what is that balance for me. And something that's helping me right now is like waking up in the morning and being like, okay, what does Jackie need right now? Yeah. Because I feel like we're all quick to wake up and be like, be of service for everyone else, and like what happens with you know? And so it's really hard.
Sure, it is very hard.
But I'm trying to like get into that groove. I don't know.
I'm trying to get into that group too, because I'm just like you. Like I'm like, somebody needs something, it's like I'll go do everything for them, you know. And then it's like, okay, well, what am I gonna get for me? Like but it comes in time, you know what I mean? You get your like, I feel a sense of fulfillment to be able to help people like that. Like it actually, like doing things like if anybody needs something or doing stuff or like, you know, if I know somebody's going through something and being there for them, like that actually gives me a sense of like, okay, I'm succeeding in something, you know, or I'm helping somebody out, and it's like a sense of fulfillment. Like it makes you feel like very good. Yeah.
Look at her, so sweet. So sweet. I wanted to ask you, like, I think when people think therapy, they think like, oh, you got to go to a therapist. But like what I'm learning through these interviews and talking to people is like therapy doesn't mean that. Therapy just means like, what are you putting into practice so that you can like take time to slow down and to just like really take care of yourself. Like,
yeah, because I have honestly tried therapy before, and I mean, I think I just didn't find the right person. That's because when I've gone, it was like they asked me the same question for 3 months straight when I got there, and I just was like, okay, this isn't working, and it happened again, and I was like, and that's what I say, like instead I just go vent to like a friend and like
that is
get
therapy.
It out,
that is a version
because
of therapy.
they actually remember what you spoke to them last about, other than this person that asked me again how many siblings I had, and like,
oh my gosh,
I was like, oh, so that never. I mean, I would always, of course, try it again, but like to learn like ways to be able to manage my stress and everything. But yeah, I think, like I said, talking to friends or having that group or community, people that the community that will help you, that you don't feel like to release all your like, you know, what you're feeling inside to them, like, and you're not going to feel like funny or bad or like embarrassed about it. Like, you know, they're not going to judge you. You're going to be able to say whatever you want, and they're just going to listen, and they'll, if they want input, if not, and then, you know, you go about your day, and it's never like, oh, Vanessa's like this crazy, or, you know, or what she's going through is, you know, they're never going to like hold it against you, which is not a lot of people have that, but if I like recommend anybody, if there's somebody out there, you know, to actually use them to to be able to like
Yeah.
release some of that stress and get a talk through it if you can't go to a counselor. That
You said the right word, release. Yeah, because I think like suppressing your feelings and not being honest with yourself about how you're feeling about something I know has led me to like, that's when I tend to like spiral or have anxiety, but
no, I think we talked about that earlier where
Yeah.
I don't like confrontation, so I tend
yes.
to do that a lot. Like I just leave it in and then I vent it out and then it's, out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's because I've always been like a people pleaser, so like I don't want to be confrontational because I don't want anybody to be upset about anything, like
But what does Vanessa need?
mine.
I actually encourage you to have to use that practice of like, well, what does Vanessa need right now? Because it's so hard as I'm also a people pleaser, to be like, wait, like, why can't I think about what I want or what I need? Like, that's also important. Like,
Well, yeah, because we start thinking, oh, we're being selfish,
Yeah.
or like, it's like not
Yeah.
about us. It's
Right,
about,
right,
we
right.
gotta be this for everybody else because
Right.
they need it more.
Right.
But then you forget, like, well,
what
you need it too. Yeah.
So think about that. Like, what does Vanessa need?
I'll go home
And
and be like, what
sometimes
do
it's
I
not
need
bad.
right now?
Yeah.
I need a massage.
Yeah, dude.
No, it's hard. You forget to put your needs first. But
do.
it is very, very important.
Yeah. Well, this has been wonderful. But I have been waiting here this whole time for my michelada, dude.
Oh, you want one? Oh, I was like, you want one? I'll make it for you.
No. I think I get sleepy, so yeah. Next time offline, we'll have a beer.
Yes.
But no, this has been so wonderul. You did great.
Thank
I
you.
think you did so wonderful. You got all my hard-hitting questions.
Good. I'm like,
And best of luck with everything. We're over here rallying for you. Can't wait to
thank
see what
you.
other dreams you'll
thank you.
accomplish and pursue and all that good stuff.
Thank
So,
you. Yes. Thank
cheers.
you. Cheers.
Cheers. Hey. That's a wrap. That's a wrap on Vanessa.